So I was asked if I could show how I made this star here on this bowl and the fixture that I used to make it. So let's move over to the table saw and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, this is my wedgie sled and this is the angle that I cut. There's only one angle involved in making this star. It's a 30-degree angle. And that's measured off of there. So that's 30 degrees. I have my sled set up to where it'll go to lots of different angles, and because I do this quite a bit, I pinned it right here, so that will cut 30 degrees. And it's very important that it cuts it perfectly at 30 degrees. And I'm going to show you why and how I ended up doing it. So I obviously already cut that angle. Now I'm going to cut a piece that becomes a parallelogram. Here's the most important part of making this. When you make your first cut, you need to measure down the leg that direction. Then you need to transfer that over here, and you need to cut this length so it's exactly the same as that. Before you do that, make sure you have 30 degrees. I do, and I'm going to show you how you know you have 30 degrees and also why it's important that that length is the same. Let's go ahead and cut this one and I'll show you because I have a few others cut already. Alright, we're going to get that out of the way. Like I said, I already cut some. So when I check that and this, and I have the same thing. To know you have the same length is if you put these two together, this end should line up and this end should line up, and they do. Now here's how you make sure you do have a perfect 30 degrees. You put it together this way. If all the points are touching and the gaps are closed, you have 30 degrees. Now how you turn that into a star is you put them here like this. And these are just scrap pieces, and I want to say that if you're just setting it up and you want it to get really accurate, use an oversized piece, because as you get smaller, your accuracy tightens up. Otherwise, if you're off just a little bit here, when you get smaller, you're off even that much less. So there is your star, and I'm not going to try to glue that together. But that's how I make a 6-pointed star using just that 30-degree angle. While we're here, if you assemble it this way, and I'll show you with the smaller pieces, that's how I make my tumbling blocks. And that's where I use 3 different color of woods. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'll reset this for a smaller piece, and I'll show you how the star goes together. Alright, here's a smaller piece. It's a piece of walnut. I'm going to use this to show you better the assembly of the star. It's the same procedure. The angle's still set from the larger one, so it should be perfect. So I've got a nice star, and can't do a lot with it without a border on there, so I'll show you one way to do the border. So the first thing we need to do is get a matching angle that will fit into those 30 degrees. And again, it's a 30-degree angle. So let's cut this one. Alright, I have all these little maple border pieces cut and fit. I'll show you how they go in. and they're all 30 degrees, so that's why everything goes together so well. Just have to get them in there and get them racked into place. And there, that went right in there. It looks like it fits good. I do need a couple more pieces of maple to go around here, and I don't have any cut right now. I wasn't really planning on gluing this together, but it looks good enough that I probably should. But there'll be a thinner piece of maple, maybe half that goes around this side and that side, and then I can use it for something. So that's how I made those stars. It's fairly easy, and like I say, just cut 30 degrees and you have it. I'll show you one more use of these same pieces. You take a piece of walnut and a piece of cherry and a piece of maple, and it makes the little tumbling blocks that I used in my barrel of blocks. Well, I found some pieces and I went ahead and glued it all together. And all the pieces were loose, glue put in between the joints, clamped together both directions, and it went together nice and tight. So that's it. I hope that helps. Here are a few ways you can use the pieces. If you're a current subscriber, thank you very much. And if you're not, please consider doing so. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and please share it around. Leave a comment. I read them all. Thanks again. Until the next time, see you later.